All right, welcome back to the channel, guys. First, real quick, sorry I've been a little behind on the videos. Been working late hours, leaving early, coming home late, so I haven't had time, but trust me.
Sure thing, buddy.
I've got a ton of projects here. Today we're gonna start on the fireball tool vise build that I've been telling you guys about. I finally collected all the stuff that I'm gonna need for it. I've been going around getting little bits and pieces. I'm gonna put it in the description there. Pickway Machine and Fab in Kingston. I think it's Kingston where they're at there. It's not far from me here, but they sponsored a lot of the steel for this build. So I'm gonna show you a little introduction there about their shop and what they do, you know, in case you guys want to get some steel from them or something like that. I don't know, but super nice guys. We've been doing business with each other for quite a bit of time now. I've done some golf cart seats for. In fact, the last golf cart seat we did, that was for him. I think I even mentioned it in the video. But without further ado here, let's go ahead and get started on this bad boy. So what I done was I downloaded the, I paid Fireball Tool, I think it was $5 or $10 for the plans on this vise build. I'm going to change a couple things up the way I want it. When we're going to go through and weld it all up fully, powder coat it, the whole 9 yards. So a little bit different than how they've done it or other people have done it on the channel. So all right, let's get going here. Now these, like I said, these are all measurements that are from him. So the inner tube, the inner sliding tube, it's at 22, and we're going to use this extra piece here. We're going to make a thing that goes through and cuts out the inner seam weld inside here that pulls it through there, which he has a video on that too. I may do some on our video here just so you guys can see it, but if I remember, I'll try to put the link down in the description to his channel. It's Fireball Tool. And like I said, he's got a lot of nice videos on there. Okay, so let me double check on this one here. 1 second. Okay, yeah, so this one's 22, the inner one. The top one is 16 across the top, and then 20 on the bottom. So it'll be at an angle. Yeah, we'll just use this one. I'll probably just cut this on the either the bandsaw or the Chief cutoff wheel. I probably won't record that. I mean, it's just a cut, you know what I mean? But I want to show you guys that these are the measurements real quick. And then we have to match these. I may need a straight one. No, I think I can get it. Okay. So like that, it'll be at an angle. Hopefully you guys can see that line. Let me try to get close. It'll be at an angle. And then the other one will just be straight. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish drawing these out and cut them real quick and be right back. how fast. Should have had gloves on, smarty.
You big dummy.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let me cut this out a little bit. Yeah, I don't have a cord on that. I'm gonna go ahead and clean these up real quick, and then we'll come back when we're making this tool to pull through this. Essentially what it is, there'll be a plate on the back with a key, a high-speed steel key, tool key bit.
Spit it out.
And we'll suck it through, all the way through, and it'll rip that weld right out of there. So give me a few and I'll bring you guys back and we'll do all that. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do, and like I said, he has a video on this whole thing, tutorial on how to do this. You can make it for different sizes, piping, round, whatever. It's a good little thing on there, but let me show you. First, we wanna clean up this seam weld just a little bit with whatever you got, little, whatever fits in here and does it. Just clean it up to where I'll show you, hold on. Okay, you just want this thing to start. That's good. So we're about halfway in there. Let me clean up these little sides a little bit. Got some little bit of rust in there. But we're going to take these when we're done and soak them in muriatic acid. It'll etch them like brand new. Okay, so now what you want to do, and by the way, here's this is just from Amazon. The stuff's real cheap. I got all kind of different sizes. That's 5/16. I think that bag was like, you ain't even seeing it here. I think this bag was like, I don't know, under 10 bucks, you know, less than that. And it's the high-speed steel. I got all kind of sizes. Here's some smaller ones right here. Here's some 1/4 inch. Here's some longer ones. So you can get, you know, and you can make good tools for your lathe with this stuff, you know, or anything, something like this.
Sure, whatever floats your boat.
All right, so now we want to put this in here, and we want to make a mark where the seam weld is, just like that. And then what we'll do, I can't even see him good. There we go. And you only want to go down about 3/4 of an inch. I'll show you here in a minute. So that's that one, and we'll stop it like right in here somewhere on both sides. Okay, now let me get this. You got to put one on the bottom because I'll show you why. There's no seam weld down there, but in a minute I'll show you why. That's got to fit inside this thing, inside this body, the whole key. And a little far over, right there. And sorry guys, I'm really feeling under the weather today. I probably even shouldn't be out here. I don't feel good at all.
You don't look sick.
Let's get this kind of where it's at here. So I can get that right where it's at on the other side. Okay. So both sides, we got them marked. Now, what we'll do here, try to hurry, I can barely move, that's how crappy I feel. So we'll cut these out. I'm gonna do this off camera. I'm gonna slice these to that mark, and then I'm gonna take a center punch and fold them over inside so they're level. So when we put this key in here, we're gonna have to use the longer ones. So when we put this key in here, it's gonna be sitting against that. So when we pull it through with the tool, it's got a body to rest on. So let me cut these out, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, what I've done, guys, the 5/16 one wasn't long enough. So I took 3 of those skinnier ones, which I don't know what size they are, and you just grind them to where they're even on both sides. Sorry, I can't watch this camera like I do the other one. Yeah, you just grind them on both sides, because when that goes down through there, it's going to cut that weld out with the one side. So, and then we'll have a plate that's against that. So, and you want these to be free. You don't want to weld these. If you're thinking, why don't I weld those in? You know, a couple of them other ones in. You want these free. So, I think that'll work. Nobody's ever tried this. We're getting ready to try it today. And here's the punch I used to knock those tabs over. I just knocked them over, flush on both sides, and then put our high-speed steel in there. Okay. Now, let me get a piece cut out. I'll get you over to the plasma table. We're going to use that to cut out our pool plate. And let me find a nut and some all thread, some all thread, some all thread, some all thread. Because that's what we use on there. So give me a few. Okay, real quick guys, so it's been about, I think that was like last week or whatever. Anyways, it's been about a week. I got real sick there. I caught the flu, caught pneumonia in my right lung, borderline sepsis, however you call that. So literally borderline on the deathbed, you know. It was bad. It's still trying to recover. I'm real short of breath, and I'm off of work, and I'm trying to do little things that I can. And I got to just keep taking breaks every 10 minutes. It just really takes the wind out of me.
This is no joke.
But anyways, the piece that we was making to scrape that piece of metal out, it would have worked fine. But what I come to realize, I was working extra for nothing. But I got, let me see if I can't angle this a certain way here. I got down in here, let me catch a light here somehow. Anyways, if you kind of can see down there, I'll get a light here in a minute, but after we strip it. But anyways, I got down in there with my little long air belt sander and my little air grinder, and they both reached in there nice. I had to tape I'll show you, hold on. So I taped up my trigger, and then I just cut the air line up, and I just kind of took the hose and reached in there as far as I needed to kick that weld down, and it was perfect.
That's just perfect.
But like I said, fireballtool.com, sorry, I posted a couple little things here early on in the video where you can go and check this guy. Jason is his name, but super cool guy, super cool place. They make these awesome squares and 1, 2, 3 blocks, just a lot of stuff. And he's got some sweet videos. He really does, over and beyond with his videos. No sponsoring, no nothing. No affiliations with him. I just really love the channel and him. He's a good dude. But, so we cleaned it up with this stuff. Now what we're going to do is, I got a little, let me show you. I got a little tote down here, and I'm going to just put regular muriatic acid down in there to where it just cut. And it's hard with these when you're using longer tubes. So we can do one at a time. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to have to flip it too. So it doesn't take long. One thing with this stuff here, it works fast, it's a very quick and effective. Do not play with the, get some gloves on yourself, put the respirator on, don't try to lean over it and breathe it. That stuff will take the wind out of you. I'm just telling you, don't do what I'm doing here, unless you do this at your own risk, you know. This is, like I said, it's very effective, and it works great, because there's other alternatives. There's, you could use white vinegar. It just takes like, I don't know, 2 days or more to rip the scaling off the steel. So this stuff here will be cleaned off, etched like it's sandblasted probably in 10 minutes.
Just be very careful with it.
So, but like I said, respirator gloves, do it outside. Don't open this stuff around any other metal that's in the shop, because just the vapors from it will affect the metal. It could be a pair of pliers, or it could be the stem on this grinder here. If that's the vapor from it gets on that, it will rust it. So outside, be very careful. Do not breathe over. Don't breathe any of it. Period. You know, respirator, please. I'm telling you guys. The first time I ever done this was when I built my my little belt sander, and he tells you to. The housemate Brian, where I've got the plans for that to build, and same thing. He says you could use muriatic acid or you could use the white vinegar, but. I was just trying to rush through me, you know, trying to hurry, boom, boom, bing, 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 boom, boom, bing, 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 boom, boom, bing, bing, bing. And I opened the can up and I took a little breath, and it literally tightened up the muscles inside of me, around my stomach. It took the breath out of me. I couldn't even breathe. It was that bad for, like, I'm not kidding, a good 3 to 5 minutes. I had to sit down and gasp for air. And I forget who was there that day they was like, what's wrong with you? I couldn't even talk to tell them what was wrong with me. So please, please, please use very good cautious with this stuff. But you'll see here in a minute how clean. And we'll do all of our steel in here. After we cut it on the table, all of our plating we're going to cut, And we're gonna prepare it in this stuff here. We'll wash it, clean it, and everything will be like brand new, ready to weld together, however we're gonna put it together. So that's my next move. I'm gonna get this stuff outside. I'll show you here in a minute when I'm out there. I'll get all my gear on. We'll get some acid in this stuff and get these cleaned up. Be back shortly. Okay, I'm gonna put this on. You might not hear me that well, so.
I am your father.
Damn. We got that stuff on there, buddy. Wow. Woo! You see the smoke coming out of that thing. See all that smoke? Damn. No matter where you go, it follows you. At least I can't smell it. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit in that side, and then we'll see how it looks like in a few minutes and flip it. So give me a few. Okay, what we've done, started raining yesterday, so I went ahead and, let me try to get this a little closer here. Ugh. So it started raining. Literally I did 5 minutes or less per side on all these tubes. And they're in here and they're ready. I just took a little DA to them. I still gotta clean them a little more, but if you can see there, you don't want it to, I got a little bit of a catch right in here towards the front. I'm gonna clean up on the inside right there. So other than that, we're good. You want it to slide good without hardly any play, because you don't want your vise to have, you know, a bunch of play in it. So anyways, I got that done, DA'd that down a little bit, and I went ahead and cut the two back ones. I gotta clean them up a little bit more, but they go here. They go back there, and then let me take you over here, hang on 1 second. Okay, now, I went ahead and set this plate up. These are some test ones I've done a long time ago. They're just out of some 3/16, I believe it is, or just under a quarter. They're still usable, you know, if I wanted to make a different vise, because I got the back ones too. It's just they're thinner, so it won't be as strong. This thing I've set up with the laser, and it's as tight as it's going to get these two cut out on this. I've got the compressor stuff going on. This is getting ready to cut on. We're going to go ahead and go for it right now and see how this turns out. So give me a few. All right, here we go. Hope for the best. Okay, this is the thickest I've cut on this machine so far, is the 1/2 inch. Everything looks good. Let me try to get one of these out so we can look at it real quick, and then I'll clean them up. I don't know what I've done with my here they are. Well, let's try this. No, that ain't gonna work. I'm gonna try to get it out of there just so I can get a grip on it. Look how thick that is. Okay, there's the one, there's the other. I'm gonna go cool them off, and then we'll get them over to the, I'm gonna knock the burrs off the edges real quick on the belt sander, just real fast. and then I'll bring you back over when I'm over by the vise. All right, guys, let me show you what I've done so far over here. So I got these up on these little blocks. These are some of the things that Fireball Tool sells. This is a little kit, and there's a whole bunch of little different size shims and blocks, and they have little magnets on the back. They're pretty cool. Anyways, I got those set up the height that I need. So I got the 1/2 inch ones under the body, which makes these sit flush to the base. That's where the base is going to end up being. So you want that up higher so that that can weld onto the base. I just got done cutting the back body tube support for the inner tube for the threading. I'm getting ready to cut some stuff over here. You guys want to come check it out over here? Like I said, I just cut that one for the back cap. I'm getting ready to cut the, this one is the, okay, tube cap support. So what this is going to be inside of the inner body. It's going to inset some, and it'll be threaded, and it'll get welded inside there. So when the end cap goes on the outside of it, we'll have somewhere to thread inside. So we're going to go ahead and cut that now. Let me get you guys set up over here so you guys can watch that. Okay, I'm just going to cut this one out, and I'll get it all. I got to put some more fluid in the table, so I'm going to do all that off camera. And I'll bring you guys back when I'm cutting out the handle and maybe the base. That's basically going to be the same thing here. I don't want to waste a bunch of video, but we'll go ahead and cut this one. Okay, so real quick, I just want to throw this out there. I originally made this here. It's kind of like a scaling thing where when you set your metal up, but it takes up some of my table, and I don't even use it. So I think I'm going to take it off, and I'm going to build me a, there's a channel I watch, Spicer Designs. Real cool channel. He's a pretty funny guy. He makes a lot of stuff on his Langmuir setup there. Other things too he does. But anyways, he made this big table for his. I'm not going to go that route yet, but I am going to do what he did in one of his prior videos, and that's weld this seam up where these two go together. I'm going to TIG weld it. So the next time I empty this and clean it, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then later on, I told him I'd talk to him about that, the table, and maybe buying the plans from him or seeing how much all that stuff costs. But just want to throw that out. So I'm going to go ahead and put some more fluid in the table, get another piece of plate up here that I can get another cutout of another piece on. I'm trying to utilize everything I can on these, so, and then I'll bring you guys back. All right, guys, I just pulled that stuff out. Check this stuff out. So literally, it was in there probably 20 minutes, you know, but I mean, check that out. It feels like smooth, you know what I mean? But all the scaling's off. I went ahead and recut that one. That was so offset, I was never gonna live with that. But all these pieces, I'm gonna hit them a little bit. That's just a little stain from the stuff. But I'm going to hit them a little bit with the DA, just quickly. I think I got some 80 or something on here. I'm just gonna buzz right over them, just so they're smooth, just like I did this shell. But all of it, man, it's nice and smooth and done. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen next. I'm gonna go ahead and clean these up, get them ready for the next process, which is gonna be welding all this stuff together. I'm gonna go ahead and I need to make the tube that goes inside for the all thread, and I'm gonna soak it in the muriatic acid. Trying to think, I think that's it. I think after that piece there, yeah, that goes inside, it welds to the back, and then the front of it gets worked with all this stuff. Of course, this is the part where this outer plate. Now I made two of these. This requires a 1-inch piece on the outside of the front. This is not the size. I'm gonna have to get that right for my bearing size, and I'm gonna do it in a lathe. Of course, if you wanted to do this, you didn't have to do it in the lathe. You could do it with a hole saw and then just clean it a little bit with the Dremel, whatever, just slowly and fit it to where it fits right. As long as it's snug, when you put it in there and tighten it up and that bearing's working with that plate, you don't have to have like a perfect press fit or nothing like that, you know what I mean? So you don't need a lathe. I'm just gonna use it because I got it. So that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna cut that tube, get that prepared. Oh, one thing I didn't show you. Okay, I went ahead and earlier this morning, I made a little fly cutter a while back for my mill. It's a, for tooling to cut, and you could use I made it to where I can use my bits from my lathe and stuff, but I went ahead and just took, I think it was like 20 thousandths, just very little, and that thing is perfect now. I mean, it goes right in and out. Instead of, I was going to try to get inside there and grind it some more with the belt sander. I figured I'll just knock this down nice and flat with that fly cutter, and it made it perfect. So, and I'm not decided yet, like if this all gets powder coated or how I'm going to do all this. I may clean that surface on these sides once it's powder coated or wherever I think it's dragging. Maybe. I don't even know if I'm going to do that yet or not. We'll see how I'm going to do that. I ain't decided yet, but anyhow, I wanted to show you that real quick. I'm going to build that tube for that real quick off camera. It's just one cut. When I do machine the bushing stuff for it, when I weld the nuts on it, I'll show you guys all that stuff. But I'm going to cut it and clean it in the tank. We don't need to see all that. And then that might be it for this part one. And then when I come back to part two is coming right back to back. I just need to start getting these videos out. So the following one will be, we're going to start putting stuff together, welding, doing our thing. So once again, appreciate you guys. All the same thing, like, share, subscribes, everything. I really do appreciate you guys so much for the help. Sorry about the delayed videos, like I said, with the work, and then I caught this. I'm so wore out and I ain't done very much today at all. You know what I mean? I mean, I have, but I haven't. I just got to keep stopping, getting my breath, and it's terrible. I maybe even shouldn't be doing this right now. I don't even know. You know what I mean? I hope. They say to exercise the lung to get the capacity back and stuff like that, which I do feel better. I'm not going to lie about none of that. There's still some pains in there if I take deep breaths, like under my breast here and in the back where my lung is. You know, certain ways if I move around and take a deep breath, it hurts. Not bad, but it hurts a little bit. So hopefully I can recover from that and recuperate quickly from that. I hate being sick, especially like that. I've never been that sick. Had the flu, but nothing like that this time. Caught me completely off guard. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Like I said, I wanted to show you all this real quick in this video. We got this far, quite a bit done, I think. We got all the cutting done. We got to see some stuff on the table there. One more thing, guys. I'm going to say this probably in all the whatever 1, 2, or 3 of these videos I'm going to make. Please, if you're wanting to build this, support the guy that's done it. Support the guy that's made the plans for it. He's worked hard for that. And like I said, it's in the beginning of the video. Jason at Fireball Tools. They're only $5 or $10. It's not much, and you just download the. I think you can get it in PDF or DXF file. And basically, once you get it on your computer, you'll have all your measurements and stuff, just like I just did. That's all I done here. And you could literally, these things here are like 1-to-1, so you can cut them out and use them as templates. Stick them right to the metal, cut them out and do your thing with them. That's how I did that belt sander. I had none of this plasma machine or none of that when I did that. So the bigger stuff, you'll have to measure and do it, but you get the point, you know what I mean? But yeah, if you guys want to do this, please support the guy. He's really good. I can't wait to hear from you guys if you ain't been to this channel before, just to see. But I've got some of his squares over there. You'll see him in the future builds when we weld and stuff. But I can't remember if we did anything with that when we built that sign for that car lot. I think I did use a couple of squares maybe. But anyways, go check him out, please. He's a super cool guy. No affiliations, just like the other shout out I did for Kyle over at the Spicer Designs. Great channel, great guy, great family. This is what it's all about. It's about having a blast and doing this and having a good time. This is what I want to say this real quick. I don't get this about people that have already grown with YouTube and they're kind of up there already. We all started at the same place, guys. Just to let you guys know, for you guys to shut down like hermits and not talk to nobody, you guys know who you are. The ones that here's what I'm saying this for, because I sent out little things to these people, like they say they're gonna be doing these builds here in the future or whatever. I give out my hand and I'll say, hey, if you guys want me to do your upholstery for free or something like that, let me know. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is throw this stuff in a box, ship it to me. It's nothing, you know, 20, 30 bucks. I'll do it for free. I'm saving you guys $2,000, $3,000 just for you guys to give me a shout out on your channels. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't need people like that. For future people that come to my channel and that maybe want to start a channel or something like that, and you guys want to shout out like that, and I think you guys are worthy of what you're doing, you're going to get a shout out from me. Trust me. I'm doing it for people that they're not asking me nothing. I'm just subscribed to their channel and I'm being helpful. And I don't care. I think these guys I'm talking about, and they know who they are, like I'm going to steal their subscribers or something, like, oh God, what if people start watching his channel and they like it better than my content? Bullcrap, that ain't how this works, because if you're putting out good content and the people are liking you, that ain't going to matter no how. So, but anyways, thanks but no thanks. I don't need the help like that, but the crazy part about it is, if you guys would just sit and think about this, I've only got a little bit over 500 subscribers. And if you think about this, I don't care if I had 100, but if I'm shouting out all your guys' names, the people that I'm seeing, and you do vice versa for me, and we all kind of do this together a little bit, could you imagine how big and quick these channels would grow? Just seriously sit and think about that. I don't care if it's 100 people or 100,000 people. Not all of them's going to come, but the ones that do come, the one that do share and say, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. And then, you know, and everybody starts together and doing that. Could you just imagine if everybody worked like that, how quickly this stuff would grow and become bigger for all of us and nicer and better? That's all I'm saying. So, but anyways, thank you guys. The people that I do have, I'll take it slow. I'll take it as it comes. You know what I mean? It is what it is. The guys that are talking with me and we collaborate a little bit, thank you guys. I don't need no shout outs from you guys or anything like that. I'm giving you shout outs on mine because I like your channels. That's all. Kyle, Spicer Designs, Jason, Fireball Tools. You know what I mean? This is why I'm just doing it, because I want people to come see you guys. I think that you guys are putting out good content. It's fun to watch. You know, you're on and on and on. Please go see these guys, you guys. Like I said, they're in the beginning of the videos. And I'll see you guys real shortly on the next one, on the part 2. This is getting ready to end here, but thank you so much once again, guys. See you on the next one.